Coach. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mark the 180. It's just hey, kill. Joker.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200-plus?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Safety's creeping. Go. Tighten up.
On first down, Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here goes tonight. 120. Check. Watch 54. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing on third. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ric Flair. Mike 5-4. Topper. Shot field. Here we go.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
54. Mike 54. Watch the flag.
From the gun on third down, Goff. It's complete to Fuller. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, high 7. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 24 is the mic. I got it.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Pass 85, pass 85. You won't see me in your nightmares.
Allen off the play fake. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
2 for 1.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. From the 50, it's gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Going out. Mark 38. Mark 38. Army. 12. Mike 38.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Hell, you won. Mike's 54.
2nd down and goal. Goff. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Goff. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
6-6, pull it high. Come on, switch it. 5 wide. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
24 is the 319. Here we go. 24 is the mic. Okay, exit. 24 is the mic.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
14.
Back to throw. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's Goff. He finds his target, Fuller. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I started with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Singletary takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the 36, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Allen now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. 26, Mike. 20. Let's go deep, tight. We go.
Now Pollard trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
24.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. Ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's back to throw. He's got Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Goff now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down